Yo, what's up, everybody? What's happening? Welcome to my stream. Let me get the comments going so I can see what's happening over on this side. We're live on just on the YouTube and on Discord today. This is a kind of sporadic or random live, if you will. Before we get started with the next series of the worst series that I created, so I just wanted to come on and have a chat. Did anybody get the like have a snack, have a chat kind of a thing I threw in there? I'll be joined, I think, by some of the other guys here later on. But like I said, this was just a random kind of thing. So no real agenda, nothing really to talk too much about. But I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about what the worst stream is going to be like this time around, and kind of what we're focusing on there. But let's see who's all in the chat. If you're here, if you're on Discord, if you're on the YouTube, say hello, say what's up. We have Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, same to you. I don't have the green on, but you guys aren't around me, so you can't pinch me or anything like that. But yes, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Do you guys do anything for St. Patrick's Day? I did a parade this past Saturday. So that was kind of fun. But do you guys do anything on these kind of on this kind of a holiday? 10 minus 9 equals 1. that's a I like that name. I was about to ask on Facebook when you guys are doing this, but I love to read. Isn't really considered a home video though. Welcome. So we'll talk a little bit more in depth about it here in a little bit. But yeah, the worst home video stream starts Sunday, March 22nd at 7 p.m. Central Time. And we are running every 2 weeks, like we did with the worst episode. And so that's when it will officially start. But we're considering I Love to Read a home video because it was released. I mean, yeah, it wasn't released widespread like other home videos were. But we are considering that. We're also considering Barney's First Adventures. And all the clip shows that have new content to them. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. But we are going to consider it as a home video. So yeah, let's see. Our Keith Smith Jr. says, "Hey guys, it's been a while. Good to be back. I hope you and the guys had a good day and nothing bad happened. Nothing bad has happened. That is a good thing. But thank you. Glad to be here." Jaden says, "Hey y'all." KMH Television says, "Hello." Hi, Katie. Tristan says, "Hi, Kron. How are you doing?" I'm doing good, man. Thank you guys for popping in here with no kind of notice, really. If I reactivated my Instagram page, TheBestBarneyFan. So if you are on there, then you knew that I was going to go live. But otherwise, it was kind of just a random thing. So I'm glad that you guys are here. User 17 says, "What's up? What's happening?" Omena, long time no chat. Yes, welcome in. Tiny Squirrel. I'm going to miss it. Are you talking about the worst stream? Are you going to miss it on this first Sunday or like all Sundays? What do you mean by you're going to miss it? It also will be here on YouTube for you to rewatch. On Discord, we had some questions about why our video wasn't there some months back when we were for the Purple Rain podcast. That's because Discord only allows the video to stay on there for like 2 weeks. And then it takes it off. There's no way to keep it there. At least from my end, I don't have a way to keep it there. So you won't be able to rewatch it on Discord, but you can watch it here on YouTube. I didn't know it was St. Patrick's Day. Lucky me, I wore green. Yes, good for you. I knew it was St. Patrick's Day, and I still did not wear green. So while we're going through the rest of these comments on the chat, our good boy Hedge is here.
Why don't I got an avatar? I'm trying to change that. I look blank. Hello.
Blink.
Blink 182.
Blink 182. Barney live in New York City. I find the Winchester. The Winkster, I understand what you're saying. Very creepy, and he looks like Happy from Lucky Charms.
Shout out to the Winchester, dude.
The Winchester. That's hilarious. I do understand what you mean, though. The Winkster. I never was Edge. I don't. were you like? I never was creeped out by the Wingster, like some other people say that they were.
I see. I was only. I wasn't creeped out or afraid of him in the video. Growing up, I didn't have Live in New York City, so I only knew about it from the preview. That's when it terrified me because they showed me it's the Wingster, and you see him doing these like weird movements to no sound effects and just the music that's already playing, and it looked really terrifying. I was like, "Why is he in this? I don't understand this.
What is that?"
Off my screen.
It's hilarious. Tiny Scroll says yes on the first Sunday. Well, yeah, no worries. Like I said, it's going to be here on YouTube for you to rewatch, and then we'll be here on subsequent Sundays after that doing the next one. So join us whenever you have a free chance. Hedge, my first favorite Barney YouTuber from 2021.
Appreciate you.
Shout out.
2020. Gosh, it's been that
2021.
long.
It's been forever, dude.
This is my
like that. That's been what, 5 years?
Oh my gosh.
That's insane. Hedge, what happened to your avatar? Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Yeah, like it's there now, but I'm saying like when you joined in, it wasn't like you had to re-put it back on.
I don't know. You know, I don't think I had one originally. It's because I was always on camera, so I never really needed one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. I can't wait for pics of the Funko BJ. I feel like it's just going to be ugly. If it's a real thing that's actually coming, I feel like it's just going to be disgusting looking.
Yeah, whatever you imagine it will look like, it will look like. Just look at any photo of BJ, like a promo shot. It's going to be that, but just with black eyes at the end.
Yep. Man, yeah, we were talking about though when they released Baby Bop and Barney, where it's like, man, they just don't care about BJ. So if BJ actually is coming, I'll definitely get it. But I just don't think, I don't know. His design is just, it's hard to make him look good. Like it's either going to look good or it's just going to look terrible.
Right. Like
it's like no in between.
It has to look like the costume. Otherwise, it's just going to look strange. I'm excited to get him and complete the set. But then after that, I know once that happens, it's going to be like, all right, anyway.
Bring on Riff.
Bring on something else. Literally anything else. That boy can be sitting on GameStop shelves until 2034.
Dude, I love Riff, but I guarantee he would look terrible. He would definitely look terrible.
What were you saying to us earlier off stream where you were saying like if anyone just saw Riff on like a toy shelf with no Barney tag at all?
Yeah, they wouldn't you wouldn't even know what it is. Yeah, you just not pay no attention to it. It's so sad because it's true. Like they did all of these press tours and stuff when Riff came out. Like they put him in the news. He was in newspapers. Like they did all this like new marketing. Introduce him in a home video, in the bonus feature on that home video, in the season, in the middle of their live tour run, they rewrote the show to add him in, and no one knew who he was. Like no one cared.
It's just that's always the last ditch effort for shows when they're dying is let's add a new character. Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, we need to shake something up.
and then they spark the end. That's how it happens every single time.
And it's bad though because they put so much into Riff and his introduction than they did to BJ, and it just did not catch on.
Didn't BJ debut like a baseball game?
They did one baseball thing yet that you can't even find anywhere, except for on Bob's random stream from like 2 years ago.
They wheeled him out.
Yeah, that's funny though because they did do that with they kept trying to keep the show alive with Fairly Odd Parents because first it was Poof. And then it was like the dog or whatever. And then it was the neighbor that they added. They just kept trying things. It was just like not working.
It was living. They kept bringing.
I loved it. I love that show.
Oh,
even when they were trying to add all the new characters to it, I still watched it. But yeah,
they made that terrible live action series, and then it like they scrubbed it from every service because it was so terrible.
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever it was called, All Wished Up or something.
Can't find it anymore.
I feel like a fever dream.
Tiny Scroll says, I think they already released the photo. This was in pertaining to BJ and the Funko Pop. I don't think they did. I think someone did AI of what it could possibly look like. I don't know that that was an official picture because no one's officially announced it either, have they? Hedge, am I tripping? I feel like fan accounts like Boltum's Barney page thing and things like that are talking about it, but I don't think there's been an official announcement of it.
So we got a the same account that leaked Barney and Baby Bop Funkos last year or 2 years ago, whatever.
Last year.
Posted a leak showing a list and BJ was on it. And then I made a video on it, and then Bolton made a post about it after. So we haven't had like an official thing yet. So I'm imagining BJ will get released late this year, sometime like fourth quarter. But yeah, they did say fourth quarter. So like,
maybe like well, if it's from that same page, then I can see some validity to it. I just wasn't sure exactly. Let's see. I'm just looking at comments here. Aiden's Imagination Train says, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Did you guys see that Dean Wentz started doing cameos now? I have seen those, and I've seen his handful of Instagram videos also. Yeah, I have. Did any of you buy a cameo from Dean Wentz? Yeah. Someone says, sorry, Jaden says, I literally saw a TikTok earlier today and someone was questioning who Riff was.
Good.
Man.
I get comments all the time on my Barney TikToks where it'll be about BJ, and then somebody will say, "What about Riff?" And I literally every time I go in the comment, like, "What about Riff?"
Like, what about it? What are you asking us?
What do you want to say? Because I don't got nothing to say.
Man, it's funny.
Wow, sir.
Justice for Riff. Our Keith says, I just ordered myself a Dakin Barney doll, which was cool. The last time I had a doll was 2012 or 2014 or 2015, which was later hit era Barney doll. Nice, man. I'm glad you can get that. Did you get it for a good price? Because they be overcharging on eBay. We just talked about that earlier today too. Like they're not that rare anymore. Like people make it seem. So hopefully you didn't pay too much for it, man.
I've owned maybe 3 in my life. One of them was a string mouth. The other 2 were not.
Dang, man.
The most I've paid for a Dakin is 100, but I think my cheapest was 60.
I paid 100, I think, for the one that I have. This man says, and the voice is as horrible as was since we last heard. Come on, man. Dean was not that terrible. He just had big shoes to try to fill to Bob.
Yeah.
I think Dean will get more love if he stays consistent with being in the public within the next few years. I think that's part of the reason why he had this voice that threw people off, and then you just didn't know anything about the man, just that he had this voice that no one liked. And I think that's part of why he doesn't really get the love like that. But if he doesn't disappear like he's done before, I think it can come around a little bit.
Do you think that Dean will run the convention circuit and start doing conventions?
I think so. I think Dean, I love Dean personally, but I think part of his Barney personality for online seems very much like he's trying to compete with Bob. And so I think he's started doing cameos. He's starting doing these random Instagram and TikTok videos that Bob doesn't do. I think the next step, especially if he's consistent with it and people start recognizing him as the later voice of Barney, I think the next step will be for him to show up to conventions and things like that.
Right. And I kind of just want to speak on it because that's such an interesting topic to me, because like you said, it does seem like there is some weird imaginary rivalry between Dean and Bob. In terms of just how Dean came back to social media and doing this stuff. I hope that that's not real. I hope that at some point they start collaborating and doing things together as the voices of Barney, because what's going to end up happening is if Dean does conventions, Bob's also doing conventions, there's a non-zero chance that they're both going to show up at the same convention at the same time with their own booths, maybe either next to each other or somewhere.
50 people in Bob's line and 2 in Dean's.
you're the voice, but like the voice is over there. Oh, I am the voice.
No,
No, you're not.
no, you are right though. It's just it is strange that they don't mention each other or anything, because it's like I don't actually, I don't know where I was going with that. It's just very weird that they don't, or they don't interact with each other
Yeah,
publicly or anything like that. It's very weird. Because Dean
that
was the
should be
longest
the.
running voice. Bob is the most known and recognized voice. You would think
Mhm.
that they would connect in some form, and for them to not have is very strange.
Right, like, that needs to be the power play, because
Yeah.
like, everyone remembers both these voices for one reason or another. Like you
Hmm.
said, Dean was the longest, and you have people growing up now
They both have
that
entire
remember him
generation.
right, from the 2000s, and then you have Bob as the most recognizable, who's known around the world as that voice. So, like,
Mhm.
the power play should be just to connect those 2 and, like, do stuff together, but who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows?
Well, and see, and I wonder what it's like. It's actually a good question, because I wonder what it's like internationally. Is Bob the most recognized Barney, like he is here, or is it Dean? Because Dean was the longest, but even when they ended here, they kept doing live, like original live shows and airing Barney in Africa and the South, in Asia, the South America, all those areas, and that was Dean's Barney all over those. So
Mm,
I wonder, like internationally, whose whose voice is more recognized when it comes to Barney as a character. You know what I mean?
right.
It's a strange. I I don't even know how you would find that answer out, but it would be interesting to try to find that out.
I feel like
Um,
if you were to go to any part of the world and say, "Do a Barney impression," they would do Bob immediately. But if you were to
Probably,
if you were to present them with a clip of Dean's Barney and say nothing about Bob at all, they would probably be like, "Oh, yeah, that is Barney." So, like,
yeah,
it's a weird kind of thing
yeah,
where it's like, no one will see Dean as the voice of Barney unless you play them something first. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, that
mm,
that is what he sounds like."
yeah. But it could be a cool thing, because like I think of like the new the Dora reboot. It's canceled now, but um like they obviously had a new kid voicing Dora, but the voice of the mom was the original girl who played Dora in the original series. And
Right.
like they would do, I don't know if they did interviews, but they had did a couple videos and things together. Um, and it's like it was crossing the two generations of like the kids now watching Dora, and then kids who grew up with the original Dora who are parents who's now kids watch, like, and that's exactly what you're right. That should be the power play when it comes to Bob and Dean, because it's like they both are responsible for so many generations solely to their versions of Barney, that why not bridge the gap between the two?
Mhm.
There's so much content that they could just create, that people I think would be willing or would be interested in seeing and like hearing from them. So it's just weird that they don't. Um,
Dean alcohol.
here you go, Hedge. Will you ever do a video on 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons?
Uh, maybe in 1, 2, 3, 4 months. The real answer is I legitimately just forgot that it existed, and then people came to me and was like, "Well, you can look it up on the Barney Wiki." I'm like, "Okay, well, also keep in mind, I don't care. I just don't.
I don't
I'm
care.
ready to move on. I'm ready to move to season 4, 5, 6, all them good things. I'm good."
Let's see. I haven't seen cameos from Tim Dever. He may not have already been doing them, but I just haven't seen any. Seems like since all, yeah, Tim Dever doesn't do anything Barney related at all. I don't even know if he has a presence online. Um, so I'm almost positive he doesn't have any cameo stuff.
I feel like 2 Barney cameo pages is good enough for me.
And while I love Tim, his Barney didn't stand out. He sounded, I mean, he was really good at what he did, but he sounded so close to Bob that anyone who would have heard those in the later years before Dean came and completely changed it, they would automatically probably assume it's Bob anyway. So he doesn't really he kind of just blends into the shadow of what Bob West was,
Mm.
unfortunately. Now, had he stayed on the series instead of Dean, it would be a different story. But he did so minimal as far as the speaking voice for Barney that him doing a cameo, people like us, diehard Barney fans, someone in our kind of world would pay for it, but no one else would be out seeking that.
Right.
I also heard they're canceling Barney's World, and let's hope so.
Good.
Dean will get a big following from 2000s kids. Eric grew up with the Selena Gomez seasons. Yeah. Will the stream be a 2-hour format like it usually is? I don't know that it ever was usually a 2-hour format. I think we just vibed.
It was accidentally a 2-hour format.
Yeah, it just happened to be that. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm really excited about this stream in comparison to the last one. The last one was fine, but this one we have 4 people who are. I mean, you won't correct me, Hedge, but like we have 4 people who are close, and we have a good relationship, and we have a good chemistry with each other between me and Hedge and Kaylin and Malachi. That this time around it's going to be even more smooth and flow a lot better and easier and funnier, just because we already have these kind of streams by ourselves. So when we get on camera and we're having a stream and we're interacting with you guys, it makes it just a lot easier. So we'll just go live, and we obviously have the agenda of what we need to do, but we'll just let ourselves vibe and see what happens. So it could be some 2-hour streams here or there. Not really sure. I think Hedge, it's right in saying we're not planning a specific time frame for it necessarily. Let's see. I'm just looking at comments. I always thought that the hit era Barney doll that had the Dean Wint voice, I thought it was Bob West as a kid until I realized later on. Yeah, see, I did the same thing. I didn't grow out of Barney, so when Dean took over, I thought it was just another evolution of Barney's voice, So like I never realized it was like a completely different person until I started reading the credits. But as a kid, I didn't read the credits. It was like, okay, the movie's over. I Love You's ended. The doll winked. Now let's take it out and put something else in.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They could make a time travel type sketch together on social media.
Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Cash Prince. That's an interesting name. Thank you. I appreciate it. That would be interesting.
I'd knowing Mattel, they would never do something like that. However, that I don't even know if that would really make it's hard with Barney because like it's the same. Barney is just Barney, but like I don't know. That sounds a little bit too MCU for me in terms for Barney. As cool as it would be, and I want that to happen, I feel like it almost wouldn't make sense for Barney unless it was like some sort of anniversary thing, kind of, sort of. I don't know. I think David Joyner and Carrie Stenson should start doing conventions. Have a little booth.
Fight conventions.
Yeah. they charge you $70
to watch 2 old men fight.
No. They charge you $70 to be in a video where they do like the 360 spin or the carry bounce.
Oh man. All right, Ed, you entertain. I got to give my daughter some medicine real fast. And it's on you.
Did you guys hear his audio cut out? That was hilarious. Oh, okay. A really scary looking Barney. All right. Well, I can't highlight comments, but I can read them. Everybody send me your best comments of all time. Go. In fact, actually, let me maybe what I'm gonna do is go to the stream on YouTube and I'm gonna look at comments because it feels like they're not coming in as quickly as they probably should realistically. So I'm gonna see if I can find them on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's night? Hope it's very good. I hope your night is amazing. Let me see. Let me look at these comments real quick. Let me look at them comments. Commentorido. Let's see here.
Sponsored by Clearly Canadian. Barney's World.
In Barney's World.
Our Keith says, as a kid, every time I saw Riff, I've always asked the question of, okay, then why didn't I see him in the lyric era? Why would he appear in this terrible era of Barney?
Facts.
He should have appeared in the lyric era. It would have gone over better.
He showed up when it was bad.
Mm-hmm. It's like you said, though, it's never good to, when something is dying, to try to introduce something brand new. If what the original thing, I mean, granted, the formula did change a little bit, but like if the original Three Dinosaurs and like that kind of format couldn't capture audiences like it used to, adding another thing into that was not going to help it.
Yeah, it's like they already didn't like it. So why did you think that adding more of the same thing?
Justice for Riff.
In what world?
In this one.
Oh,
and in Barney's World.
I guess he's never coming back. That's the Backyard Gang logo. Yeah, it's me, guys.
Guess who? Man. Okay, let's talk about it. So our worst home video stream is coming up here on this coming Sunday. And this is what our bracket kind of looks like. Hold on one second.
Is a piece of cake to make a funny bracket.
This is what we're looking at when it comes to how this is going to work. So this is our bracket for the worst Barney home video stream. Oh, snap. This is how it's going to work. So we're looking at, for the first episode that we do on Sunday, we're looking at 1992 and 93 because there were no videos. There was only two videos. There was Barney's Magical Musical Adventure and I Love to Read. Like I said before, some of us don't consider I Love to Read with Barney or Barney's First Adventures or the clip shows as home videos that should count. But we're going to do it here. One, because the clip shows if they have new content to them, then we'll include those. And so by default, if we're going to do that, then I Love to Read would be included in that. So we're starting with 92 and 93. Then the next episode we'll look at the videos released from 94 and 95 because there was only like 3 of them. Yeah. Or 4. There was Barney Live, Imagination Island, Barney Safety, and Barney Songs. And then we look at 96, which have 4 home videos. 97 had 5 home videos. 98 had 5 home videos. 99 had 6. 2000 had 4. 2001 had 4. 2002 had 4. 2003 and 2004 we combined together to make 4 home videos all together for that. And so yeah, that's how we're gonna have the breakdown go for us. And we'll find the answer to what we believe is the worst Barney home video. It's going to work the same way that it has before, where we'll put our own kind of vote in, and then all of you as the viewers will also get to vote based off the votes that we've put in on which one you agree should be considered the worst for that specific era. Someone said the clip shows automatically lose, but there can only be one. So even if
Barney's Magical Musical Adventure and I Love to Read with Barney is such a funny lineup.
It is.
So
because it's obvious, but still. My only problem was if we didn't include the clip shows, that means we can't include like Best of Barney or Accounting We Will Go or those kind of home videos that, even though they were clip shows, half of them were brand new content. So it's like you would lose, especially in the later era, you would lose a great handful of home videos because all they started doing was clip show stuff. So
yeah.
I agree that a clip show might be one of the ones that lose, but then again, for Hedge, Once Upon a Time exists. So so I don't know.
When you see the words, Once Upon a Time.
That's a good song, though.
Then you know there's a story. What did he say? A story will be told. That'd be
Yep.
old. They would ride and eat with that one.
Yeah, for real. Is the movie included? No. Right, Edge? We said we're
Yeah,
not
no.
including the movie because it
Barney's
wasn't a
Great
home
Adventure.
video.
I think it would be hilarious if the movie was included in this. Because that would be 97, right?
90. Is it 97 or is it 98?
2012.
It's one of those. I mean, we're so early on that we could technically include it, but it's not a home video.
It very clearly stands out like a sore thumb because it's not
Yeah.
it's
It's a theatrical released on video, which is much different. We are not including the stage shows though, because those aren't home videos. Those are recorded live performances. So we're not including those, and we're not including any of the Backyard Gang videos because we consider those as episodes.
Wait, but live in New York City.
Oh wait, did I say that we're doing that one? Oh, I did.
Think so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one. Yeah, that wouldn't be included on there. So we would just, for 94 to 95, we're just looking at Imagination Island, Safety, and Songs.
And that hurts my soul. Wait, Barney Songs was 95?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
That doesn't sound right. Hold on. Let me give me 1 second. Because wasn't Barney Songs the clip show of oh my gosh.
Season 3.
You know what it is? I lost my train of thought. I was thinking of more Barney Songs. I forgot.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
never really wow.
More Barney Songs is 99.
More Barney. Gotcha. Okay. Anyway.
And actually, dang. See, there's flaws in this, I think. Hold on. I don't think I'm tripping. Hold on 1 second.
We gotta add the 93 re-release of Magical Musical Adventure in
1993.
1993. They changed the cover and nothing else.
Hold on, I gotta check something real fast. Because Barney Songs might not be included.
Oh?
Hold on. That BJ suit was ugly. Oh no, it's included. I couldn't remember if there was new content in between it, but it was minimal, but it was there. It's like we always give like hit trash for releasing constant clip shows of their same things, but we don't do that for Lions. Like they did it for Barney Songs, which were just clips of season 3. Barney's musical scrapbook were just clips of season 3. Barney's Puzzle Fun or whatever was just clips of season 3. Like they really kept making us.
I grew up with Scrapbook, but also because it was eventually released on DVD, so you get that crisp quality of the season 3 episodes that we never got on video, and it's chef's kiss. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
40p.
So, but yeah, so this is our bracket of what we're looking at. We're not doing the movie and we're not doing the live stage shows. Somewhere down the line, we've talked about maybe doing like the worst live stage show, so which would make it, something different. But we're also not including, like I said, the Backyard Gang stuff, just because we've already done those as far as considered as episodes. So this is what we're looking at. So far,
doing Backyard Gang would make me sick. I'm sick of looking at it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Was a Super D Duper Day? Was that 2014? I thought it was 2012. And if it's 2014, it's so stupid because they shot it in 2009. They did release it in 2014. That's so dumb. Okay, so then in that last bracket, it would be 2012 to 2014, which sounds very, very disgusting, but there you go.
It's a great day for counting. Come on, let's. Ooh.
Are the good home videos on master? There's no such thing as master tapes for home videos to me, you either have what they consider the screeners, or you have, because if you think about it, they're releasing the master file on the video, on the VHS or the DVD to release.
Yeah.
Like they're literally giving it to you. So there's not necessarily an actual master tape when it comes to those, like it would be for the episode series or the early Backyard Gang videos, because obviously for those they were done on such old equipment that, you know, when it gets converted over, it can be converted at a little bit of a higher quality. But when it comes to the home videos and stuff, they were already released at their highest quality. So there's not really a such thing as a master tape for those.
Because technically we all have the master tape for all the home videos.
Yeah.
And if you got the DVD, you got the super master tape.
No, for real. Dude, they did though, and it's so disgusting to me that whoever that was just pointed that out. And now it bothers me so much.
They said, oops, this was in the recycling bin. Maybe we should put this out.
Dude, like seriously, because they took 2 years from I Love My Friends was the last video they released in 2012. And then there was no noise from Barney until 2014 when they released that. And it literally is stuff that they filmed at the same time they filmed the last like 4 home videos they had released over the past few years. That's so
Which
dumb.
would imply that they were probably scraping the bottom of the barrel to see if there's anything left that they could squeeze out.
Because I remember when I Love My Friends came out in 2012, because we were like, this is the first time they only released one Barney home video in the entire year. Because like it's usually like 2 or 3, if not more. 2011 was like the first time, or 2012 was like the first time where it was just one video. And I think it was released in January that year, if I'm not mistaken. So it was like January 3rd, 2012. And then you didn't hear from Barney until July 15th, 2014. And by that point, they weren't even on PBS anymore or anything. So yeah, they definitely were just like, Mattel probably was like, okay, we just have this still in the archives they didn't throw out there. Let's just toss it out there. Because that one would have been released when Mattel owned them.
They said, let's see how it do. And then nobody buys it. They're like, oh, I guess nobody wants Barney anymore. Well, anyway.
Man. And that video, there is new content in it, but it's literally just, the clips are full episodes from season 12.
Full episodes?
Full episodes from season 12. 2 different episodes that like they would have some new content, and they would like, I remember the time that blah blah blah, and then they show an entire 30-minute episode, and then it's more content, save for the I Love You song, and then it's more new content, and then it's another entire season 12 episode. And then they come back and sing I Love You.
That sounds like a bit. You guys remember that time when, and then the whole episode just played uninterrupted? It is so funny.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
They should have did more like that. I remember the time when we all went to the beach and they play A Day at the Beach from the intro.
The entire thing. The only time they did a full episode and it worked was Accounting We Will Go, that they released in like 2010. That's when they debuted that like hip hop theme song. But like they took an entire season 7 episode, but they like cut it up. So they have Barney interjecting every like 5 minutes or something with like a different song or like a counting thing or whatever. And then they would go back to the episode. And then the rest of the half of the video after that was over was all brand new content. So like it was sandwiched, it was done in a much different way than they did literally every other clip show they had ever done, where it actually worked well. But yeah, just tossing it to an entire episode and then coming back to toss it to another entire episode is wild.
Goodness me.
Oh yeah, Hedge, have you ever seen that meme of Barney where he has like the turned down eyebrows, he looks angry, and he's like,
yeah,
it comes from that home video. Super day.
That's such a stupid image. It's not even like
Man, I wish we've gotten a home video. Man, me too. I never saw Let's Go tour in person at all. It came to a city that was 45 minutes from me, but we didn't go see it. So yeah, I would love to hear the music. David Voss was supposed to give me their like rehearsal CD for that show. And I just haven't gotten it yet, but I would love to listen to the music from there. Cause like they brought back Blue Jay Blues, which they hadn't sang during the hit era at all. They brought back like a couple other songs, and then they had original songs that you just can't hear unless you see somebody's like recording of the show. That would be good to see.
Why don't they bring back Murray the Mouse?
Yeah.
He lost his model.
Chill, everybody.
Who deleted the Murray model?
Let's see here. So yeah, that's our bracket, people. And then obviously, as you know, I showed it before we started, but then also we mentioned it here. The first two videos we're looking at and we're arguing over is Magical Musical Adventure versus I Love to Read, which I don't think there'll be much argument. I think we already know which one is going where, but that will kick it off for us for the worst home video stream. So it should be a good time, I think.
I love to read. I love to read. When are we doing the worst Hip Hop Harry episode stream?
The worst Hip Hop Harry episode.
Who's
next? All of you.
Who's next?
Man, I used to watch Hip Hop Harry not because it was a good show to me, only because I knew it was David Joyner. By that point, I was old enough to know, and so I would watch it because it was like, oh, it's cool that because he's not on Barney no more, so I should watch him here. But not because the show was good. I don't remember anything about the show, just that they would just randomly break out into dance.
I remember that show came on when I think I was in middle school, late elementary, middle school. And like I always associated it with Pop-Tarts because it would come on at like 6 a.m. My bus would come at 7 and I would just be eating breakfast before school, eating like an unfrosted strawberry Pop-Tart and watching Hip Hop Harry. But I remember because it was David Joyner. And like anytime he would be just like talking to one of the kids just normally, he'd always be like moving and like gyrating and doing all this stuff. You need to make sure you're hydrated because if you're not hydrated, you won't be able to do your exercise.
He almost was borderline a caricature of a black person as if he's not black.
Yes.
Like it's like the fact that it had hip hop in the name, he tried so hard to make him seem hip, and it's like, bro, you already have, like, you already just do your thing. Like, what are you? Why are you doing all this extra? Like, he never stood still either. He was always like, bro, what are you doing? Like, stop.
It's like he was given directions, like just be cool, and he just like over exaggerated that. Okay, I'll give you cool.
Yeah, like, bro, chill. This guy says Hip Hop Harry was just Barney for the cooler kids. What cooler kids? Cooler kids watched Barney, where David Joyner was good.
I know what they mean, where it seems like you watch Barney, you grow up and watch Hip Hop Harry, which is the same thing, but it's instead now it's all the kids are like hooligans and they're dancing around, singing about drinking water and
drinking water. That's the only song I remember. I don't remember how it goes, but it's the only thing. Anytime I think of that show, it's them singing that song about water.
They said, it's on. Was that meant to be a school?
New Barney Funko Pop. Murray the Mouse.
Murray the Mouse. The most obscure Funko Pop they've ever released. I wonder why it's not selling. From Come On Over to Barney's House and nothing else.
Moonkin.
I'll take your whole stock.
Man.
The mom from the Backyard Gang. It's just Sandy Duncan's likeness.
Yeah.
Just an old white woman. It just says mom. And then it has Barney and like the hit logo on the bottom. Like, who is
so
this?
Funny. Oh man. Who is this lady?
The only way they could make it worse is if they sold Dad too. It's like, well, I don't actually know who this person
Dad. Who is Dad? Oh man, that's funny. That's some good stuff. Let's see here. What else we got on here? Like Hip Hop Harry TV show air on Ready Set Learn. I don't know what that's saying.
Ready Set Learn. Oh my gosh, Ready Set Learn. My brother Paz.
Paz the Penguin. The Penguin.
Yes. Shout out to Paz.
The Penguin.
There was a. Do you remember Paz the Penguin?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh my gosh,
I have no idea. Show me what it is. What is it?
Yes. So Ready Set Learn was on Discovery Kids. It was like a block. How like we had Nick Jr. and like Playhouse Disney. It was like a block, and he was a little penguin, but like sometimes he'd be animated, and then he would have segments where he's a puppet too. But he'd only be in like the bumpers in between the shows, and he had an
Face from Nickelodeon.
What was that?
Like Face from Nickelodeon.
Kind of, yeah, kind of, sort of. And his shorts would be like 3 minutes, or it would be like something like that. But I remember.
Oh yes,
yeah,
I do remember him. Okay,
he had one where they were eating muffins and they looked so good. I was like, this they drew these, and it's literally just like a drawn like one color, and it has like purple dots, but they look like the best muffins anyone has ever crafted, and I always wanted one, but they hated it. They're like, this thing's nasty. Like, no, it does not.
Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
Share with me, please. That's crazy. I forgot all about that thing.
I think a lot of his shorts are lost media.
Wow.
As the Penguin. I need to get me a plush or something. That's my guy. What in the world? He said, "Raise at me, I'm Paz."
What in the world we share?
What?
What in the world we share?
Oh.
That's that boy right there.
Read a book. Oh yes, that's my dude. That's my brother Paz. Look at him. I've never seen that photo before. That must be a behind the scenes thing.
Which one? The one of the puppet.
Yeah, look at the stupid dog.
Yeah, dude, I always would get that dog confused with like Spot for some reason, or was it Kipper? One of them dogs. I was like, one
of the three generic dogs
here. What's wrong with him?
His whole head's cocked to the side. He looks confused.
I love how Jalen put penguin instead of penguin. It's just so funny to me that he put an A.
Oh.
As a penguin. It's so funny to me because that's exactly how we say it. Oh, I remember that.
Paz the Penguin.
Oh
my gosh. Blues Room feels like something that nobody ever remembers.
It should never exist. Yeah, it's like a fever dream or something.
I remember being a child and going on the Nick Jr. website, not having ever seen the show, but seeing this and playing the games for it. Blues Room is such a like nostalgic. You know where you were when you was watching Blues Room.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Can we please bring back Nick Jr. like Flash games and stuff, and just like the whole aesthetic?
Just bring, make that resurgence happen.
Yeah, it's
man.
Goodness me.
Someone says, "I just came in. What's happening so far, man? We're just chatting. Have a chat.
Have an old chat."
It's just I'm being the face of the chat. Hedge is here in spirit. And then, we're just chatting. We talked a little bit about what the worst home video stream is going to be like. And yeah, otherwise we're just talking. I wonder where's that puppet at now. That puppet's probably like disintegrated.
Which one, the blue or Paz?
I think they're meaning blue
or both. Oh,
or both. They're probably both just destroyed.
Yeah, unfortunately. Then again, you never know. We could see it pop up on like heritage auctions tomorrow.
Random,
for,
yeah.
like, $200,000.
Yeah, for sure.
That's before tax.
Man. Well, Hedge, I don't have anything else to talk about.
Why not?
I
The blue puppet still exists and is in a puppet museum. Really? Oh wait, I think I remember hearing something about that. Hold on.
Wait, what? Really?
Blues Room puppet Museum? Masterpiece Museum. That's a wiki. Let me get out of here. Blues Room Masterpiece Museum. Let me see here. Unlock it. What? The Genesis of Imagination. What is Blues Room? It's a 3D based puppet. Man, I can't find any information about this. I just want to know if the puppet's real. I mean, it was never mind. Puppet arts. Oh, wait, I see a Facebook video where somebody's holding Blues puppet. Let me see here. Yeah, it is. It's still around. October 2025. It looks good. It must have been restored.
Let me see. How do I find it?
The Ballard Institute and Museum of Puppetry. They were doing
University
a showcase.
Of Connecticut.
August 2025, and they just have the puppets there. Wow, it looks good.
Oh, and they got the other puppet from the show too.
Greenbow.
What? Oh, that's crazy. See, these obscure shows take better care of their stuff than Barney did. Like, how come we don't see none? Why is a puppet from Blues Room in a museum, and there's nothing to see for Barney anywhere?
They cut up all them costumes.
What are we doing?
They're doing the trash.
Man, what is happening?
There's a video showing the puppet from Blues Room in the museum, and then somebody in the reply is like, "Wasn't it called Blues Clothes?" It's like, "Can you read, please?"
What are you talking about, Blues Room?
What are you talking about? I never even really watched Blues Clues. I just remember knowing about it. I feel like I as a kid, I would turn away from it.
Same. Our Keith is going off on about Dean Wint again. Dean Wint just be ruining the vibe of songs with his stupid talk sing in the riff era, where the kid vocals, Riff, BJ, and Baby Bob sing better, and I want to hear them sing. Now, Joseph Phillips dropped the ball a couple times during the riff era, because there'll be certain songs where Barney and Riff are singing, and one of them, I don't know if it was Dean or if I'm almost sure it was probably Michaela, but one of them would like sing off beat, and Joseph wouldn't fix it. It's like in certain episodes you would hear Barney and Riff singing, and they're singing at completely different tempos. And it's so, you know what?
No,
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna see if I can play it. What episode is that? I think it's. Hold on, I gotta look it up. It's whatever episode Baby Bob was like sad because everybody was more fascinated with Riff than her. And so they had to make her realize that she was special or some.
What an insane concept that is.
Glad to be me. I think it. No, that's not it.
I'm happy I'm alive. I'm thankful to be me.
It was a crazy, because then Riff made her like this tiara that lit up, or it was a tiara with jewels on it, and it started lighting up at the end. And she's like, "Oh, Riff, you made it light up like your head does," and he's like, "No, you made it do that yourself, Baby Bob." Like, it was some stupid.
Are you sure?
I don't remember what the episode was. I got to figure out the name. One of you Barney fanatics know which episode I'm talking about?
I have been vocal about it. I don't know if this is exactly what they're talking about when they say talk sing, but I have never liked Barney cadence in songs where they do that, where they'll be like, because even Bob would do it a lot, where it would be like, "You are special. You're the only one. You're the only one like you." And like, can you just sing the song? Like, you don't have to do that. And Dean would do that a lot too. And I've always said, like, I'll be vibing with a song until they get to a moment where they do that, and it always takes me out. Like, just sing the song. You don't have to do all this theatrics.
Theatrics.
Sick of it.
Sing the music.
Just sing the song. You don't have to do that.
Hear the song. What was this? What was the name of? Glad to be me. I think that is the one. So what am I? Okay, hold on. I gotta see.
What is it? Fun with everyone. We're gonna play all day. Stop. I was a huge fan of blues. Wait.
Okay, no, that's not the right episode. Which one?
PBS. Wait, hold on. I gotta scroll back up. No. I can't scroll on the Streamlab. Just sing it all the way through. You don't need to sing, then speak, then go back to singing. Yeah, exactly. I can't stand that. That's another reason why I don't listen to any of the Barney CDs, because I know it's just going to be that. Because Bob has a good singing voice as Barney. So it kind of makes me feel like just sing every lyric as part of the melody that you're supposed to be singing. You don't have to like reach out to the audience, but I know why they do it. It's just, and I feel like Barney was like the only show that really did that. I can't think of any other kids show that would do that with the songs. It was only Barney.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I don't know what episode that was that I'm thinking of.
You'll never find it.
So it's like whatever. Yeah. Especially when I'm trying to search through a season 10 and 11 when they all just blend together.
I Wasn't Barney and Friends came back. What?
I was like, what are you talking about? Look, it's the Barney's World hand.
Thank goodness they finally made an emoji for that. I was waiting.
Man.
Do you think we'll be getting any other Barney's World toys ever?
No.
I think that's it.
I knew they were giving up with Barney's World when they had that second batch of toys released and it was not on any Walmart shelf. Like you had to search for it to be able to find it if you wanted it.
Which is very telling because that tells you that Walmart didn't even want to buy it.
To
sell it.
Yeah, like, well, where are we going to put this? Our shelves are still stocked from the last batch that you gave us.
Well, you guys moved the other stuff to the clearance aisle, right? So you got space. No, we did, but we also moved actual stuff people want into that section.
Yeah.
What is that $90 Barney animatronic plush? They got moved down to like what, $20?
Dude, it's terrible. They just dropping the price on all of them. Why is maybe find a clip where they sing this? Yeah, that's what I was searching for, and I can't remember. I have a specific episode in my head. Like I can see the episode, but I don't know can't remember what the name of it is. So it's like whatever. I just know that they sometimes will not sing together on time, and it was very distracting. It's like you have an audio engineer whose job is to make sure that everyone is on time. That's how you just know. That's also like the telltale sign that like they were just giving up. The picture for the YouTube channel even switched back. Dude, they switched back on everything. All the streaming platforms, like as far as music goes and everything.
The world is finally returning back to order.
Yeah.
Weird detour we took.
Is the episode singing? Ooh. I don't know. Myself, I'll find for you, Karan. Okay, thank you. Hold up. Animatronic Barney plush.
Why am I only not hearing about this? What the heck?
Which one are you? You're talking about the one that you guys swore looked like the studio doll, right? Right head.
It's that one. That one was like $90.
So ugly, and all it did was like his little dumb dance from the show.
Red. His hands would glow red, like he had like a rash. It was very strange. I don't know. That wasn't Mattel. Mattel didn't make that, right? That was Fisher Price.
Fisher Price, but it's a subsidiary of Mattel.
Right.
This is so dumb. So this is how dumb they named these episodes back in the day. It's called, the episode is singing, but if you search Barney singing on YouTube, it just gives you a bunch of clips of Barney singing random songs.
Yep. Barney singing.
No, it's not that episode. I'm almost positive they were singing like the Baby Bop Hop It was Barney and Riff, and it was out in the park. I can't think of what the episode was. Forget it. Everything is back the way it was, except Mattel still won't recognize the older seasons.
Somebody gotta say something about that at some point, because clearly at this point there's something's happening.
We should just all create a campaign to just endlessly tag them in old Barney clips until they either block all of us or they recognize us in some way.
I was about to say, what do you think is the likelihood that Mattel or Barney block any one of us for any reason? I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like they would probably ignore us, but like realistically, they very easily could block us.
They could, yeah.
Especially if we make a fuss about it.
Yeah. Let's just start a petition. I think if we were annoying enough, they would do it, but they wouldn't acknowledge it. Like they would do it and act like it didn't happen. You know what I mean? There wasn't a reason for them to do that. Yeah.
That is so funny. Because I mean, really, it's like, why?
Man, I would release all the masters if I had them.
I have them.
What do you think of Mr. Boyd? I like Mr. Boyd.
Yeah, he keeps the schools clean.
I don't know. And the park.
Yeah. You be vacuuming the grass, all kinds of stuff.
Vacuuming the grass. I don't know what the decision-making process was to have him transfer over to the hit era stuff. Like out of all the characters, I kind of would have expected Stella because she was more of a magical character. But maybe when trying to decide of like putting Barney in like a public park, Mr. Boyd made more sense, I guess, as like a normal person to be part of the park. But he didn't really have a purpose there. Like he would take care of the park, yes, but like he would have these random side missions where it's like, oh, look, remember he used to play in a band? The band people are here. Oh, look, now he's taking care of some duck in the park pond. Now he's putting his fountain in the park. Like what? It didn't really make any sense. Like what are you doing?
Side missions and side quests really is the most apt description of that.
That's really all it was. And then randomly he disappeared. They talked about him in season 9, but you never saw him. And then season 10 comes around and it's a black guy named Mr. Copeland who does the same thing that he does. You just don't see him as much. Him is so strange.
Yeah. I would love Scooter to come back.
They should. That's the other thing that I didn't understand with them is like you literally move to a park where these animals could absolutely live. Like it makes no sense.
That boy Scooter was mean. I love him for it.
And stupid sometimes. He used to irritate the hell out of Miss Etta.
That boy, one of them kids was like, I guess in this play I'm a tree, and they just cut to Scooter just laughing his head off, just loud, just a slow zoom in on him, just as mean for no reason, and they were all just staring at him laughing for too long.
Oh man, man,
that was my guy.
Man, all right. Our Keith is still going on about this. Now it's making me want to try to find it again. The episode, I won't survive unless I figure out this answer.
Justice for Scooter, yes sir.
Justice for Scooter.
Didn't he pop out of the middle of that tree table in the lyric era and then during the popcorn song?
Mm-hmm.
And then Barney was like, oh boy, and then his head caught fire. They ran out of the studio. Josh Barnett.
Oh man.
Scooter's fault the whole time.
It's so funny. Oh man, what episode was it? It's bothering me so much. It really is. I think it was what was the episode? All right, Barney fanatics. What was the episode Justice for scooters. Everyone needs to ride. What was the episode that Baby Bop wanted to like? She wanted to be able to like skate like Barney, but they were telling her like, no, you're not big enough yet. Maybe when you're older. Like, what episode was that?
She's like, I've been 3 years old for 20 years.
Clap and cheer. Barney's tunes are here. I feel like it was season 11 that happened on, but
it's Barney's music box. Ding, 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 ding. I never liked how off key the music got during that.
Man, I need a
chat. I just want you all to be witness to the fact that one, he's never gonna find it, and two, when he finds it, he's gonna show it on the screen, and it's gonna get.
It's gonna instantly shut us off. It's gonna instantly shut us down.
It. Copyright claimed by 9 Story.
Oh, I found it. So, there's number 1.
Here comes number 2, everyone. If you can't find the stream after today, you know why.
I've gotten shut down.
Hey, so I don't know if I've probably mentioned this a bunch of times before on the past streams, but I will never get over when Caleb he got a copyright claim on one of his Barney edits, and the claim just said various Barney media.
Yeah,
it didn't pinpoint anything specifically. It just said all of it, every single last bit of it is ours. I had never seen that before. It was so funny. Because I remember he asked, he was like, guys, what do I do? And I had no advice for him. I was like, I literally don't know what to tell you.
I thought I found the episode. But now I can't find the clips where they're singing together. Okay, I'm annoyed by this.
Well, what's your favorite episode of the stream? I like the one where Karan was trying to find this Barney episode for a long
for
time.
30 minutes.
For 30 years of my career.
All right, forget it.
Scooter McNutty, the squirrel. No. It's so hilarious.
No, it wasn't that one.
TV episode series. Facts. They found a way for it. It's just the dumbest bit.
Oh man, no, we were looking for a clip where Barney and Riff sing together, but like they're singing at different tempos, so it just sounds really bad. But that is funny. No one ever really critiques that era of Barney, even though it deserves it sometimes. Yeah, because do you know what episode they're talking about, Edge?
Mm-mm.
So Baby Bop is upset that she can't jump rope like everybody else. And so the whole episode is her trying to like figure out how to jump rope. And then by the end of it, all she did was lay the rope on the ground and jumped over it.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah. What kind of... It's a slow day in the writer's room. If I just put it on the ground and jump over it. I'm sitting here, I'm playing different episodes in my head. Do you remember the episode? I do not remember what season it was. It was something hit where they were going to some carnival or whatever. And I wish we had tickets. And Barney was like, bam, and like whipped out these tickets out of nowhere. And then BJ was like, can you do that again? I forgot. That's how he did it. Shout out to Carrie. And then BJ was like, can I hold on to those for no reason? And Barney was like, yeah, here you go. And then he like
Yeah.
immediately lost
Well, first
them.
they were like, "No, wait, you don't keep up with things," and then he's like, "Well, okay, we'll give him a chance," and then he loses them immediately.
It's like, why did he need to hold on to them anyway?
And the
Why
rest of
did
the
you
episode
need
is,
to
is
have
him looking for them, finding things that he lost and forgot in the park, leaving them there to go find the other thing that he lost. Man.
such a stupid man?
And they were the exact same tickets that they used in Let's Make Music, the video where they introduced Rift.
Barney be hitting up Live Nation. He got all the hookups.
Hot take, but I can hear I hear music everywhere is one of the best songs from the fan.
I hear music. I mean, it's a good song.
Says Barney
I don't
does.
know if
Number
one.
one.
I don't know if it'd be in
It's
my
the
top
sun
10.
that fills the air.
Here's a hot take. I Love You wouldn't be in my top 10 for best Barney songs.
No.
Absolutely.
No, and
not.
anybody who includes it is lying.
Right. It's a good song. It's very impactful.
And it's obviously the brand, but like, no, come on.
If you had like 5 songs to just put on just to listen to, I Love You would not be on that list, and you know it. If you say it is, you're either lying or you're just trying to combat me.
No one has ever was like, I want to listen to Barney music and turned on I Love You first.
And put your earphones in. Yeah.
Ever.
Get this off.
The only time they listen to you truthfully listen to I Love You is at the end. And so like if you start listening to an album, you'll get to it eventually, but like you're not choosing it.
Not even because you want to, because you have to. Like,
just because it's there. Yeah. Yeah.
You could turn it off if you like.
If you could introduce a new characters to Barney, what would you do? This sounds weird. I had a dream. I had a dream they were going to introduce a new dinosaur character before Riff came along. But it was a girl dinosaur that I thought that would have worked easier with Baby Bop. Granted, she's like Barney's sidekick, but you already have Barney and BJ that I think Baby Bop needed something outside of Barney. And I think a girl would have worked. But in my head, she was like white and pink, which would have been a terrible choice for a costume because it would have just been dirty all the time. But in my head, it looks really pretty. Like kind of like, honestly, like how cute that hedge in the new Pokopia, is that what it's called? Like the white Pikachu or whatever.
Oh yeah, Pikachu. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, some characters just look really cute or nice, like in white. And I, for some reason, I always had this vision of like this girl dinosaur that's white with like these pink accents, but it would be terrible for a costume.
White and pink is my favorite color combo, period. But even just that, like, white, oh yeah, white goes with any color you can pair with it. So they couldn't go wrong with that either.
Mm-hmm. And I guess it could have been pink with white, with like white accents, but I don't know. I think white with the pink accents just would have looked better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but if you guys don't know, like Steve White had suggested a grandma dinosaur character, a grandma of Barney, before they introduced Riff. I don't know what that would have been like.
I don't want any family members of Barney showing up in the show. I think he's fine without family members. I think Barney's story, quote unquote, is better without him having just a family member to shoehorn, because then that adds a whole mess of other questions to the everything.
Yeah.
Let Barney have gone on for another 5 years after hit, and I guarantee you that would happen.
Yeah. It would have ended up being like a brachiosaurus or some weird like long necked dinosaur.
Yeah, and they would design it like Snuffleupagus, have like multiple people in there.
Yep.
Carrie, David, and the other David.
Carrie, David, and Josh Martin.
They can't have Barney and that character on screen at the same time because all the body actors are going to be tied
would
up.
Be in that one, man. They would have all the little people in the feet specifically to walk it, and then they would have everyone else.
Just completely like convoluted for no reason. Like they didn't have to do all that.
Man. Have you ever done a Thomas and Friends and Barney and Friends video? No.
like at the same
And
time.
I'm just not a fan. I see that you are though. I'm not a fan of Thomas, much like that. It was a turnoff for me as a kid because like they would be talking, but their mouths and things wouldn't move. It was just facial expressions. And by the time they started to animate their mouths and things moving, I was well out of the age range for it. So I had already hated it by that point.
Hold on, I'm looking something up just to see. Have you ever you know about the Pooh Adventures?
No, what are you talking about? Wait, what do you mean?
I guess there's a show called the Pooh Adventures, like Winnie the Pooh. It's related. I promise. The first,
Who's
okay.
Adventures?
So you know how like shows will have their own fan wikis and stuff. Like fans will have their own specific, like the Barney wiki.
Yeah.
There's I don't know how this started, but like people make their own like fan fictions of. You know, Daniel. Oh, people make their own like versions of the Pooh Adventures show, but with like their favorite properties. So it'll be like the Pooh Adventures of Thomas and Friends, or the Pooh Adventures of Barney and Friends. But then you look up the poster, and for some reason, every single time it'll be like if you had the Pooh Adventures of Barney's Great Adventure, the movie, it'll be the poster for Great Adventure, but like the perimeter is surrounded by a bunch of like weird other
Yes.
properties.
Yep.
You see it?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's so funny because they accidentally used one of those photos in a Nickelodeon show where they were mentioning like the different Nickelodeon movies, and they were like, "Yeah, Drake and Josh the movie, this the movie, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie," but they used the Pooh Adventures of SpongeBob like poster. So like for half a second you see it, and it's like Bowser Jr. and like Thomas and Friends like all around.
Dang.
It's so funny.
That's so funny. That's hilarious.
I gotta find that clip. I was dying.
Dude, okay. So I had my moment where I created like custom Barney episodes. Like I'm going to show you that someone at some point had went in and they deleted like all of like I had like synopsis and like song list and stuff for these episodes. So I can't show you that, but they had deleted all of that, but like the structure of what season 15 looked like for me, I put online. I'm going to show it to you guys. I had this idea of like Barney would have guests come like you did with like Sesame Street. Cause I thought that would be, I don't know, for some reason I thought that would be cool to like see celebrities on Barney. But I did a custom season 15. And it was the oddest of like a guest list too. Hold on, look, check this out. Custom season 15 would debut on June 11, 2012. And I came up with this whole home video, Writings in the Sky. I can't even remember what it was about, but it was like this very elaborate like idea. But this was the cast list right here.
March 13th.
And I even had Stella the Storyteller come back as a guest appearance. Huh?
That's what I'm talking about.
But then look, so
there was only in the NBA Kobe Bryant. What does that even mean?
This is the title with the guest next to it.
BJ. Oh,
NBA.
I got you.
Bryant. And then I was just creating stuff.
You are you, Tyler.
But then
that's kind of cool,
man. Dude, I don't know. I was just creating things, and then like I had like the set be like a taking from like the Clubhouse of like My Party with Barney, but like more modernized and having. I wonder if it's all still here. An art center, imagination stage, bigger than one in the caboose, like all this random stuff. But then look, this season you will hear lots of classic songs such as the Shadow Song, the Cleanup Clock, I Scream You Scream. Like I was really being ambitious. But every episode, I literally had like a song list and a synopsis and stuff. And someone came in from years ago and deleted them all because you used to be able to click on them, and it would take you to the full episode with like what would happen and the song list that was a part of it. I was creating stuff, bro. Barney, everyone meet my friend Katy Perry, the first woman in space.
The first woman ever.
Man, that's crazy that is still up there. I wonder if I can get it to revert back to the what it was before. That's tight.
Dang, I can't.
I'm late to the party. What's up, guys? Yo, what up? The party's almost over.
I can't find it.
All right,
Joe.
Someone toss us a question.
Hello. I didn't see that.
See what?
The comment. I didn't realize it was Joe.
Oh, humble beginnings right there. Yes. Very much so. All right, what questions do you guys have before we shut this thing off? Man,
I love the coolest Barney's Great Adventures, the movie. And I like to see this poster, popcorn camera emoji. Dope. I've never seen my name spelled that way. That's awesome. Hedge.
It's like Rick calling DJ Beej.
Beej. What's up, Beej?
What's up, cuz? BJ calling Riff. While he wears a blue hat or a red hat.
With little French fries coming out the top.
Now introducing Sabrina Carpenter as Baby Bop for the movie. Dude, that is something that would happen.
Absolutely.
Well, you would just have to wait to find out, my friend. That's literally what the worst home video is about.
Why are there two Earths?
Well, because it's showing one side and the other side, Hedge. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Dude, I saw one of the most recent, like NASA released the clearest images to date of all of our planets. And Earth just looks so depressing. Like it used to be so much more green back in the day. And now it's just like brown and blue. Like it just looks so bad. What if I could pull it up? Let me see.
Yeah. It's just trash and nasty.
Dude, it just looks terrible.
You think they were like, that's a clear photo of Earth. And they see it and they're like, oh. Okay, maybe we shouldn't show this to people.
I mean, it's still like the bright blue, obviously, because I mean, there's so much water, obviously, but like when it comes to like the land, it's far more brown than it used to be. At least in my opinion. Like,
oh yeah,
it's so brown, and it used to be so much more green to it.
It's
but
like taking over
because of this that space telescope they have, like the images of like the planets are super cool.
That's great. Wait, can you go back to Earth again? Do you ever just look at photos of the Earth like that and you're just like, that's really where we are right now?
That's where we are, yeah.
Like that's insane.
Like that. Dude, and the fact that we haven't explored even 50% of this place that we live on, and we want to go find life somewhere else. Like we don't even know what we have here. Man,
we really are just a giant marble right now.
Yeah, for real. Dude, Ed, what do you think? What do you think is scarier? And you guys in the comments too, if you want to answer. Do you think it's scarier the idea that there's alien life somewhere out there? Or is it more scarier the fact that we could possibly be the only things to exist in this entire
oh my gosh.
Entire whatever you would call it.
I think it's scarier that we're the only ones, just because there's so many. Like, why though? Like,
Why?
why
Yeah.
specifically? Like, why specifically are we the? But then again, I
Why
guess you can't
us?
really ask that, because
Yeah.
you can't ask that, because it's like, well, the only alternative is for us to not exist.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's
To me, it would definitely be if it was like if we're the only ones. Like for me, the one thing that creeps me out is open space. Like just that idea of like that it just seemingly goes on forever. That's so
that
creepy to
is
me.
very crazy, but it's also reality.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
like,
it's like being in the ocean, right? Like you get so far into the ocean and there's nothing around you but ocean, right? But the further you
yeah,
go out, like eventually some landmass is going to appear, and
right.
that has to be like that in space. Like you go so far to what we think is the wall of space. If you were to go further, the things be like Earth and those things would no longer be seen, but then you would find new things. And just the idea that the fact it just seemingly goes on like endlessly is a terrifying
I
concept.
thought you were about to say it's a sin.
It's a sin.
And we'll never know if uh there is an end or not, because it's going to take
No.
like years to get
Well,
there anyway.
yeah, we'll never travel fast enough.
The moment you lose sight of Earth, you're finished. You might as well just
And then the idea that you're traveling through space and you're basically time traveling, right? Do you know this, Edge? I don't know if you guys know this, but like
no,
every star that you see in the sky is
an
dead.
hour.
Is an hour. But no, like they're dead. So like by the time light travels to meet our eye, those stars or suns that we see as stars in the sky like each night, if we were to travel to those, by the time we got there, they would no longer exist. They would have burned out by that point because they're so far away. So it's also like that. So like if you're traveling through space, if we were to be able to travel, if unless we travel at the speed of light, that's different. But if we were like able to actually make it and travel throughout space, you're going back in time. And by the time you get to these places, if there were life there before, there probably isn't anymore, or they're like it could be in different stages of what life is. Like it's a interesting
That
concept.
is trippy.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Yeah,
No thanks.
we have no choice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, unless you're friends with like Jeff Bezos, you
No,
can
you're
fly
right.
to the moon for a little
That
bit.
photo of Saturn looks fake.
It does. And the fact that these rings are just a bunch of dust particles and rocks and stuff is all it is. That's just trapped in the the gravity pool of this
It's a
planet.
giant ceiling fan.
Second largest planet in our solar system. Man. And then you have Uranus.
That's just nothing.
Only visited once in 1986.
You flew by, so we never landed on it. We just flew by it.
Yeah, you couldn't land on it. I think it's just all ice, right? Yeah.
That's so
Water,
weird.
ammonia, and methane.
That is strange. What do you mean it's all ice? That whole thing is ice?
Yeah. And ammonia and methane.
What?
Man. Somehow we went from Barney to planets. Barney in outer space. Okay. Now we can continue.
Barney in outer space, and BJ's like, that thing is just ice?
This is not a good one. That's a cool picture too.
Whoa, what is that?
That's the moon.
That's the moon?
No, I don't think that's the moon. I don't know what that is.
Oh, well. That's the Earth, 1988.
1988, yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna find the actual story or whatever, so you can see all of like the pictures of the different planets.
Man, the galaxy is such a.
That picture was Mercury. There we go.
We're just on a giant floating ball, floating through a galaxy. We're sitting here just like watching TV.
Watching, yeah, just the most random of things, dude. eating Popeyes.
I was about to say, I was about to say food, so just eating hamburgers or something.
Man.
What is
So that's Mercury right there.
That's Mercury. Okay. What the?
It's so fascinating.
And Mercury is as big as Earth, if not bigger.
I believe so. I think Mercury is bigger.
I'm trying to find North Carolina on that thing.
Yeah.
This thing is made up of denatured.
Actually, no. Mercury is smaller than Earth.
Okay. It's entirely acetone and mineral spirits. What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking? That doesn't even make any sense.
Then you got Venus, which is our sister.
What in the world is that supposed to be?
Man, Venus is made of like it's similar to Earth. Like it has an iron core like Earth does, and there's a lot of rocky mountain kind of like, what would you call it? Mountain type things, you know what I'm saying?
That looks like you would fly by it and just die.
You would, because it's like 95% carbon dioxide, I believe.
Oh my God.
And nitrogen, and like the clouds are sulfuric acid. So you would instantly die. Like it's death on a ball.
It's a giant poison trap for no reason.
It literally is. It literally is.
What in the world?
It's Carmen Sandiego.
It's 95% Carmen Sandiego.
And there's Earth. Just depressing. So someone said that if all of life on Earth was condensed down to like a time on the clock, humans would only have been on Earth for 4 seconds, and we've managed to do more damage to it in 4 seconds of time than everything else that existed before us. You know how terrible that is?
Wait, can you go back to Venus, the last one?
Yeah.
You'd be like, so here we have Venus. It's the clouds are acid, and you go there and you die immediately. Then we go to the next one. Then we go to planet Earth, just beautiful, delicious, breathable air and drinkable water and food.
Yep.
As far as the eye can see, you could live in it. What?
It makes no sense. And then you have Mars.
See, and Earth is the only one that looks like something. All the other ones, and I guess that's because we populated it, but like,
well, see, but they believe that Mars used to have life on it, like billions of years ago, and like it used to have water. That's why they found ice. Like those white spots are like here at the top is an ice, like an ice sheet, like it would be at our north and south poles and things like that. But they haven't found livable life there as we know of like today, but it used to.
Weird. Somebody said, why are we
talking
about
there's like lake beds, there's river valleys and things like that. It's interesting. We've turned into science now.
Somebody's gonna click on the stream where it says like
Barney, worst home video, Barney and more. Hey, this is part of the and more section. Afterwards, we'll sing the Rocket song and we'll come back to Earth.
Yeah, this is the cutting room floor for Barney in outer space. They left all of this just sitting out.
Yeah.
That's not even real.
Then you have Jupiter.
That's a fabric pattern that they pasted onto a circle mask.
Bro, this thing is entirely gas, which means it has no surface. You would if you were to land there, you would just fall through to the core.
So you theoretically could just fly right through it.
Yes.
So it's not even,
because it's made of helium and hydrogen, the things that we use to blow up balloons and shit. This is where they mine it from.
So we have no excuse for having a helium shortage.
Mine helium.
I don't want to hear no Dollar General talk about we don't have any helium for the balloons no more. Just go to Jupiter and get it back.
The scariest thing about this planet is you can fit 1,300 Earths inside that planet.
That doesn't make sense.
You see what I'm saying? Like, why is everything so vast out there, and like you can't even see it? Like, why?
And how do you know that? You can
Man,
put 1,300 Earths in that.
well, because
But
they can measure based off the pictures. They can measure the size. You know what I mean? Like the pictures that they take, they can measure them in comparison to like all the other pictures of the other planets, and so they can tell which ones are like what sizes they are, how big they are, how small they are.
I'm trying to figure out how they even get to that point to be able to do that.
Bro, that is scary. And that green spot at the top is a giant storm that's been going for almost 400 years. and that storm specifically is larger than the entirety of Earth.
That sucks.
Isn't that crazy?
Sulfuric acid.
It's basically a permanent hurricane that's the size of a planet. Isn't that scary, bro? Winds of 400 miles per hour. Why?
It's a good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be checking the Super Doppler 10 to figure out how long this storm is going to keep going. Another 200 years.
Storm's made of ammonia. Like, come on, dude. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay, let's see. And then you have Saturn. We saw that picture already.
Fake, but, you know.
Saturn.
Sega Saturn. Nobody talks about the planet. They just talk about the rings.
That's all they talk. No one cares about everything else.
It's just a bunch of trash and rocks going around. All the Rift plushes that never sold, never stuck on store shelves, are floating around the rings of Saturn right now. How do you feel?
Every time it comes by, you just hear "Wowzer."
What about Rift?
But you know what's so crazy is they say that this planet is light enough that if you had a bathtub big enough, it would float in water. But it's larger than Earth.
That's stupid.
That doesn't make any sense.
We need to go to like a NASA presentation and just do that. Every time
that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make it. We're like mic'd up. We have like lavalier mic.
We just have two pads that say true or false on them. False.
False. Throw the truth one in the trash.
And you know what's so stupid about that planet? It has 140 moons. Why?
They counted?
Yeah. And they're really just, I mean, really they're just, you know, like asteroids and things like that have gotten trapped.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not close enough to be trapped in the rings. So they're considered moons. And then you have Uranus. We talked about that one.
7486, hello. Yeah, your Uranus is boring. Ice. It's just cold.
And this planet, they say, spins on its side versus all the other planets like spin upright or kind of at a tilt. This one spins completely opposite from every other planet in the solar system.
It's so funny hearing that and seeing this as the photo representation.
How
would you even know?
How do you know?
You just made that up.
Man.
This thing splits in half and then comes back together every 2 minutes.
Man. What else do we got? Neptune, the blue planet.
All water.
You think it's all water?
Is it?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. It's either all water or it's
methane gas. And because it's methane, it absorbs the light from the sun and it retracts blue. That's why it looks blue, but it's literally just all gas. Methane, which is what we can produce. If you were to bury trash like at your landfill, I don't know if you know this, trash creates methane gas. Like at landfills, that's why I don't know if you've ever seen a landfill where you live, but they dump trash in one area for so long and then they'll bury it and move to a different area. And then they have to burn the methane off because trash, as it decomposes underground, turns into methane.
So, and so really the only planet we're the only planet that just has delicious breathable air.
Yeah,
Everything else is a
in
death
this solar
trap.
system, apparently. Well, Mars used to, just not while we've been alive. At least not while we've been alive to be able to view them.
Right. Had you were the person who got me back into Barney in late 2024. I really wasn't interested into it before you because I watched all the Backyard King and I watched the movie twice. I appreciate you. You're very interesting, Abby. I appreciate you.
What'd you say? You're very interesting. What?
Avatar.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about? And then there's Pluto, the planet that's not a planet, but it is a planet, but it's not.
That looks disgusting.
Depressing.
That looks worse than Earth.
It's
What happened
smaller
there?
than our moon.
What in the world happened?
Well, I mean, it's technically just an asteroid, but it's round, and it's
so
part of the cycle that goes around the sun. So they sometimes consider it a moon, or not a moon, a planet.
Really strange. It looks like trash.
And it's so funny because it does. Like it this is what Earth is going to look like once humans are done with it.
Once we drain all the water out. Once we drink all the water.
Man, it's just so weird to think that this stuff is just out there floating, orbiting a sun.
Yes.
That at any moment can just explode.
I was about to say we could just careen into the sun all at the same time.
Oh, dude.
And no one could do anything about it. What would you even do? Do you think if that were to happen, because it wouldn't be like quick, it would be like gradual. Do you think there would be like news stories about it?
Yeah.
Like realistically, what would we do?
There would be nothing. Everyone would panic and buy like all the toilet paper. Not knowing that we're just all going to be dead.
Stocking up on Chef Boyardee.
Man.
I have a stupid question, but I want to know your answer because for some reason this has always stuck with me, like even back in like middle school. If everyone in the world just like went outside. Okay, so there's two questions. If you packed as many people on the earth as possible into the oceans, and we're just like floating in the ocean, every single person just packed together, and we all had a straw, and we all took one little sip we all just took a big sip at the same time. Do you think it would be enough to drain the world?
No.
No.
No, we don't even have near enough people.
I've always had the vision of that happening, and it's all just going down, and all the fish coming up at the same time. We were looking just as
man, that would be the absolute worst thing. You'll see these massive squids and like prehistoric fish that should never see the light of day anymore, just like rise to the top.
It would be so scary,
man. And that's aside from the fact of the very true fact that we'll just all die because you can't drink salt water.
No, yeah,
we'll just all be dead. We wouldn't even be able to see it. Like, oh, look at that fish. Just kill over.
I'll just do it for the bit, for no reason other than it would be funny.
Yeah.
And I guess my second one is similar, but if we all just went outside at the same time, everyone in the entire world, and just jumped all at the same time and
will
landed.
We feel it?
Would we? No. Would the Earth cave in? It'd have to be highly coordinated across all time zones and everything.
It'd have to be completely absolute, like at the same time.
You have to stomp as hard as possible.
Man, that's funny. Yeah, dude, that's funny. That would be crazy. Man, those are crazy questions.
It reminds me of Disney Pixar movie Wally the Robot. Wallie.
Wally the robot. Wally. Eva.
That's where all the
Eva.
forgotten Barney characters go. Pluto. Yeah.
Eva.
Eva. My brother had the Wally game on his Leapster, and I always remembered that. We should bring Leapsters back.
Yeah, don't. Yes, we should, Hedge. We should.
Any advice with an S?
Well, he's from Canada.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Are you from Canada, Big Purple? Everybody else does spell it with an S. We're the only ones who don't. So I feel like we're the ones that's wrong.
What country spells colors with a U? Is that the UK?
Canada, the UK, literally everyone, Australia, everyone except for us.
Very strange.
Because we're just dumb. Americans just take things and make it worse and then act like we're the ones who's like the end all be all for like what it's supposed to be.
I don't think Backyard Gang needs to come back. I think it served its purpose. It did its thing. When you end off with Rock with Barney, I don't think you need to come back. I don't think you deserve it.
Okay.
No.
Now, this is going to sound like hate, but it's not. When you start to have people write videos when they're not writers, there's a reason why they brought in writers to rewrite completely the first 3 Backyard Gang videos before they saw the light of day, because they just weren't good, written by Cheryl Leach and those guys. So when you allow them to then go ahead and write anyway, like 2 years later, it can't be good. It's just a massive sing-along.
There's a reason why they brought in writers immediately after Rock with Barney.
Yeah. Again, they had already gone through that before, but
bring Leapsters back. Yes. The big bubble buttons and the crunchy sound effect. Doodle.
Dude, I haven't seen a Leapster. Okay, I'm looking up a Leapster now. I haven't seen a Leapster in so long.
Kids chewing the mess out of that pen like a dog went ham on it.
Yes.
Bite marks. All you could. I went to a daycare and there was a kid that had a Leapster, and his pen, you wouldn't even know that it was a pen. It's just like the string.
Man,
look at that.
That's crazy. I haven't seen that in so long. Look at this thing.
Huge speaker.
Yeah.
And the sound quality was still terrible.
It was still bad. It's like those V smiles. Did you ever have one of those?
Oh yeah.
They had Barney on them.
They did. Look at that.
Look at that thing.
That's such a footnote in time.
Let's go to a party.
Look at the first one.
Land of Make Believe. And this is what they look like. In 2005. This is what they look like.
They made a 16-bit Barney game in 2005.
Man.
We already had 3D characters for 10 years.
And then you had the hit Barney. All at the same time, mind you. These games were out at the same time.
No excuse.
Is that a video? Is that a game of the play? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Not a long play. It's literally going to be 4 hours.
It's 45 minutes.
Okay. Wow.
Are you saying
I have one of those cartridges? No, I don't see it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. My bad. It opened up a different link. My bad. All right. Hold on.
So I said no, because what if we got Stephen White to write for Backyard Gang and we never got the TV series? Can you imagine?
Man, it would have been that show would have ended very quickly.
Tristan said, "Do you guys think that the suits for BJ and Baby Bop are in good condition?" I don't think they're in any condition.
I don't even think they have. Yeah, I don't even think they exist.
Be smile.
Trademark.
Yeah.
They even pixelated the hit logo.
A helping hand. grandchildren.
He's going the wrong way.
Yeah. I'm glad you pointed it out.
And why would they put him over
Barney, the land
Oh
of
my gosh, that
make-believe.
sounded terrible.
Learning adventure.
Ew. He looks so scary.
Why does he look like that?
Adventure play.
They're intentionally getting rid of his eyelids.
One day, Barney picks up a book which tells about the wonderful land of make-believe.
Why is his
There is a princess
eyes looking
living
like
there.
Yeah.
Barney,
Just walking down the
BJ,
street.
and Baby Bop decide to visit her.
Why do they? I never liked that his tail was always up like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's
Suddenly,
annoying.
The book is picked up by a bird who flies away.
Where is he coming from?
Now, Barney and his friends must
He just
find
went that way.
book. Let's go.
There were no voices in this game, right?
Let's follow
Oh,
the bird.
There it is.
Never
We'll
mind.
pick up the pages in order that were left behind.
And the theme, the instrumental is "Look Both Ways When You Cross the Street."
Hmm.
1, 2,
Damn.
Man. Let's skip.
How many views does it have?
3,
9.9K.
About 10,000.
The
Who was that?
walkie-talkie costs 5 coins. Press enter to count the
Walkie-talkie
coins.
costs
Walkie-talkie
coins.
costs 5 coins.
Daniel.
1,
Daniel. Well, it's really nice, Daniel.
All right. What are they doing?
Now,
They would get. You can put any kind of music to
things
that.
they need for the journey to the land of make-believe.
What is
The
that one
rainbow
Barney
song.
home video where the cover was them photoshopped badly in a hot air balloon?
Big
Here
World
we
Adventure.
go.
Big
Look,
one.
they're here in the front and also in the back.
That's team.
BJ doesn't look terrible.
Look how his
I like
nose is
Here
moving.
is a picture of a cake. Cake begins with C.
Cake. Cake begin.
Hank.
That look like a chicken. That look like a banquet pot pie.
The monkey likes to eat the banana.
Banana. That's that Radio Disney voice.
Bro. This is so funny. Okay, well.
They
Out
put a lot of
Hannah Montana
work in the
20th anniversary.
The monkey likes to eat the banana.
Man. Master DVD of Barney in the Backyard. Is it? Whose channel is it on?
That is an AI avatar.
It is. AI is bad. I hated the way his nose was moving. Barney's
Yeah.
nose was like all they actually did more than they needed to. All they had to do was animate the bottom jaw.
The jaw, yeah.
That's
The
it.
nose should not be moving.
Even if you look at in the very beginning when he sat down and he was looking at the book back and forth, the nose was moving too. Like, hold on, I'll show you. The nose is also moving with his eyes. Watch when he grabs the book and sits down.
New game. One
Ugh, look at BJ's teeth.
Yeah, why is he? I don't know.
All right, no. Oh, look at Baby Bop's eyes. Hold on.
She looks confused.
All right, now
One
look at Barney
day,
when he's looking back and
Barney
forth.
picks
His
up a
nose moves.
book which tells about
Oh,
the wonderful
oh, you know what
land
they're
of
doing? They're
make-believe.
flipping it
There's a
horizontally. They're
princess
flipping his
living
whole
there.
face horizontally. That's what's going on.
BJ and Baby
So they don't
Bop
have to
decide
redraw him
stupid.
looking. They leave the book.
Anyway, they leave the book and it gets taken by a bird, and it's Barney's fault because you should have took it with you. Yeah, I think it was Things I Can Do. I just couldn't find the song where they were singing off time. Did you find it? I just gave up on it.
We started looking at planets for
Yeah. Barney's hide and seek game, Sega Genius. You should get it and play it on SJ Jam 2.4. I get that there's some people who's interested in that kind of thing. I just don't care to play it. Like I really can't tolerate playing a game with terrible graphics. That's how spoiled I've gotten with having good graphics. That if I have to see a game with bad graphics, I won't play it.
Mm.
It just makes me upset.
People wanted me to play the Barney Sega Genesis game, and I think I've entertained it for like a couple of years. And then at a certain point, I realized that like,
no.
I don't know how I'm gonna make this funny for myself. So who's this really entertaining?
Because I'm really just doing it for you guys.
But then I have to put in the work and edit it. So if you guys don't even watch it, then I just wasted my time and money.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, it's getting late, and it's pretty late for Edge, I believe. So
let's sing our favorite song before we have to.
Can we sing the song that we always sing before we leave?
Yeah, of course.
I got to share the day with people I love.
Open my ear. Barney, move.
No, so actually, here we go. You ready?
Please rise for our national anthem.
So yeah, someone made the comment that about that video they released in 2014, but they still use the same 2002 "I Love You" track, and they absolutely did. It's so terrible. But yeah, guys, I think we should end this. But we will be back live on Sunday, March 22nd, for the first of many worst home video streams. So we hope to see you all there. We'll be here live on YouTube and on our Twitch. So jump in. There'll be a video like link and things up before that happens, so you guys are aware of it. But I believe it's 7 p.m. Central Time, like we normally do. We're looking at, first and foremost, I'm gonna put these back up there again real fast. We're looking at these two home videos: Magical Musical Adventure versus I Love to Read. Which one is the worst one? We already have our answer, I think, but that is what we're looking at first. And then if you weren't here, if you weren't able to see like what the bracket looks like and how we're pairing this up, this is what our bracket looks like. However, in the very end, instead of it just being 2012, it'll be 2012 to 2014 because there's one lone video that dropped in 2014 that we have to include as well. But this is what we're looking at. So find us here on March 22nd, 7 p.m. Central Time. Until then, Hedge.
Huh?
See you.
Hey.